What's going on YouTube? This is Austin here from Austin and Dakota coming at you again with another video for you guys today. And today, welcome to the season 5 finale of Wrestling Talk. This is the series where I talk everything and anything wrestling. Wrestling related, wrestling news, wrestling topics. But yes, this is the season 5 finale. We have a lot to unpack, a lot to discuss. The one thing I wanted to discuss, though, was the update on the all-out backstage fight that took place between Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, Ace Steel, and CM Punk. As reported, Ace Steel has been released from AEW. That's right, he's gone. He's gone from AEW. As far as the future goes, for everyone else, I don't know. I really don't know. As far as Kenny Omega is concerned, as far as the Young Bucks is concerned, I don't know, but I do know that Ace Steel is gone from AEW. As far as CM Punk goes, not a lot of people are happy about CM Punk. A lot of people were anti-Punk, meaning not a lot of people were happy about CM Punk, not even backstage in the locker room. A lot of people were kind of unhappy with Punk. People were kind of like not real happy that Punk was there in AEW. And a lot of people are saying that CM Punk, his contract will be bought out from AEW. What I mean by that is AEW is looking to buy CM Punk out of his contract. Meaning they're going to give him, like, I don't know, we're going to give you this amount of money, stay away from our company. So that means if CM Punk's contract gets bought out from AEW, where's he going to go? In my personal opinion, he damaged his reputation on professional wrestling. I've lost all respect for CM Punk. He was one of my favorites. Now he's not. What makes this even cooler is a fan tweeted out how CM Punk was not loved in the locker room. He was hated. And coincidentally, current AEW superstar and current ROH World Champion, The Ocho, Chris Jericho, even liked that fan's post. Now to me, that's just crazy. But I do give props to Chris Jericho for doing that, considering Punk, from what I've been hearing, was a complete jerk in the locker room. To me, I know Triple H is open to a CM Punk return for him, even in the WWE. But if Punk comes back to the WWE and he does what he did in AEW, that's just going to damage the reputation of WWE. Now, I understand Triple H is open for a CM Punk return, but I just don't know. I don't know if it's going to happen, if it's not going to happen. Like I said, I know Punk's contract will be bought out from AEW, meaning they're going to give him a lot of money and tell him to stay away from our company. So only time will tell, because CM Punk has damaged his reputation in professional wrestling, probably lost all respect from the fans. I mean, we waited 7 years for CM Punk's return, and this was the payoff. Literally 2 short-lived world title reigns. He got injured. To me, the only positive thing that I can see out of this AEW run that he had was he had an amazing feud with MJF. I'm just going to go and say that now. We're going to get to MJF here in a minute. He had an amazing feud with MJF. I mean, the dog collar match, Punk's hometown match where MJF beat him. It was absolutely amazing. But as far as him being in the world title picture is concerned, I think that could have been completely avoided, considering Punk was injury prone. So I don't know why Tony Khan decided it was smart to put him in the world title picture. And even worse, the media scrum rant that he did, blasting his former friend Colt Cabana, blasting the EVPs of AEW. It was just saddening to see how CM Punk kind of damaged his reputation in professional wrestling and tried to damage the reputation of AEW. But with there being a 50-50 chance that CM Punk is gone from AEW, time will tell if AEW will be able to pick themselves up, get back on their feet from that somewhat disastrous CM Punk run. Like I said, the only positive thing I can think of out of this feud, he had great matches, but his feud with MJF was fantastic. I mean, nothing will really top that. In other wrestling news, MJF has been getting the fans' attention as of late. In my personal opinion, I consider him more of a tweener now than a full-on heel, because anytime MJF comes out, he gets like massive pops from the fans. The fans love MJF. I can see why. He's my favorite heel in AEW. He knows how to talk on the mic. He knows how to talk trash, get under his opponent's or whoever's skin very freaking easy. I have nothing but respect for MJF. I think he is one of the best on the mic, one of the best in the ring. He had an amazing match, I believe, with Wheeler Yuta. Amazing freaking match. He did great. His recent promos have been top-notch, especially the segment he had with William Regal. Oh my god, I loved his segment with William Regal. After he dropped the mic, fans were going crazy. And he even said that he's going to cash in his poker chip that he wanted All Out and fight Jon Moxley for the world title at Full Gear coming up in November, which I'm super stoked for. I'm very excited for Full Gear because the last time Mox and MJF went one-on-one, the paradigm shift wasn't allowed, and Mox used it on MJF to not only beat MJF but end his undefeated streak, keeping Mox's undefeated streak alive. My goodness. Time will tell if Mox decides to drop the championship to MJF. But to me, in my personal opinion, I think MJF would be not a better world champion. Nothing will touch Jon Moxley's title reign. But I think MJF, him winning the world championship, to me is kind of long overdue. He's done a lot for the company, and the company has done a lot for him. So, in my personal opinion, I think it's time to put the belt on MJF. We'll see what happens at Full Gear. It's going to be interesting to see where this goes with MJF and Jon Moxley. Going to be very interesting to see what happens, considering the positive crowd reactions he's been getting here lately from the pipe bomb promo he delivered, which was excellent. His return at All Out, these recent segments he's been having with the crowd getting behind him 110%. It was amazing. In other wrestling news, I want to send my get well wishes to Hangman Adam Page. If you guys did not catch AEW this past Wednesday, it was finally the match that was years in the making. Hangman Page and Jon Moxley. They went one-on-one, and Mox hit Page with a clothesline that in my personal opinion, I think Stan Hansen would be proud of, JBL would be proud of. It was just a vicious clothesline, and Page was out cold. So the referee stopped the match, awarded the match to Jon Moxley. I also got to give props to MJF and Jon Moxley. They did an excellent job improvising something, considering AEW had like a few minutes left on the air. Amazing stuff. It was awesome. But like I said, my get well wishes to Hangman Page. He is unfortunately in concussion protocol, so pretty much that means he's in concussion protocol. He's not medically cleared to compete, but I'm hoping here soon, fingers crossed, if Mox is still champ, he will probably give the rematch to Hangman Page. Now, if, on the other hand, if MJF wins the world title at Full Gear, does he give Page a rematch? Does he give Page a fair opportunity at the title? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Now we move on to the final piece of wrestling news that I want to talk about, Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt has been freaking entertaining as of late. He's a compelling storyteller. He recently cut a promo on SmackDown where he apologized about him not finishing what he was saying. He didn't get the opportunity to finish what he was saying. And he eventually finished what he was saying. I mean, at the same time, though, it's kind of a head-scratcher. Kind of hard to describe what he means by what I'm about ready to read. He said, and quote, "I confess that along this journey I am going to do horrible, horrible things, and I will never regret them. I am just a servant now. I go where the circle will take me." It's going to be hard to tell with what happens with Bray Wyatt next. I'm guessing he's going to have like a split personality gimmick where it's just him being him and maybe Uncle Howdy. If you guys recalled last week or a couple weeks ago on Wrestling Talk when I talked about Bray Wyatt's return, I talked about like Uncle Howdy. And I thought it was done really well. His return was probably the best that WWE's ever done. Now, mid-show, during SmackDown, we saw something. It was like somebody in a disguise, and the camera panned down, and you see like someone with like a big mustache, a hat, and you hear Howdy. That could very well be Uncle Howdy, maybe. Or it could be Bray Wyatt, but I have been hearing that Triple H is trying to bring in Vincent and Dutch from... I can't remember the tag name. Now, if you guys don't know who Vincent and Dutch are, Vincent and Dutch were part of The Righteous. It was him, Dutch, and Bateman. So he's trying to bring them in. Gonna be very interesting to see with how this Wyatt 6 faction goes. I keep hearing Eric Rowan was like one of the rumored names to be a part of this faction. I keep hearing him, Bo Dallas, Liv Morgan, Grayson Waller of NXT, and Joe Gacy of NXT. I keep hearing that those names are going to be part of the Wyatt 6 faction. But Joe Gacy is busy right now in NXT with his faction Schism. So it's going to be very interesting to see how the Wyatt 6 faction goes, who's all going to be a part of it, how this is going to play out with Bray Wyatt. Hopefully we'll get more clues this Friday night on SmackDown on FS1. Also going to be interesting to see Roman Reigns, Logan Paul at Crown Jewel. I have read that Roman Reigns is the odds-on favorite to retain the Universal Championship the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, which means his reign is going to continue. Going to be very interesting to see how this all plays out. And that does it for this episode of Wrestling Talk. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Season 5 was kind of a short one. Hopefully when I come back with Season 6 here in a couple weeks, we will have some new topics to cover. Gonna be very interesting to see where WWE and AEW go. Now, before I sign off, I don't know why I don't cover Impact Wrestling. I don't watch it all that much anymore. I watched it back in the good days, so like 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, those years. Those were the best years of TNA in my opinion. I just don't watch it anymore. I don't have the time. I'm too busy watching WWE and AEW. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. Two things I want to say before I sign off. I know this video is kind of getting long. My prayers and condolences go out to the family of WWE Hall of Famer Kevin Nash. He recently lost his son, Tristan Nash, at only 26. Very unfortunate to hear. From what I read, the cause of death was a seizure which led to a cardiac arrest. So I feel real bad for Nash and his family. Mainly I feel bad for his family, and I also feel real bad for Kevin Nash because he lost his best friend Scott Hall, Razor Ramon, in April, and he just recently lost his son. So very, very unfortunate to hear that Kevin Nash is going through a hard time right now. So Nash, if you're watching this, keep your head up, man. You're one of the best to ever step foot in a professional wrestling ring, and one of the best ever, period. And I also want to send my congratulations out to The Rock. The Rock has the #1 movie out now, Black Adam. I'm hoping to watch it later. I keep hearing it's excellent. So guys, do yourself a favor. Send Nash all the love, the prayers, and condolences. And check out Black Adam. If you've already checked out Black Adam, let me know in the comments what you think. I'm hoping it's on my movie website here soon so I can watch it. And thus closes another season of Wrestling Talk. Thank you guys for the continued support. I appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed, please comment, like, and subscribe down below. Hit that bell notification as well so that way you don't miss any more videos like this in the future. Thank you guys very much, and I will see you guys next time on Wrestling Talk. Thanks for watching.